I will be ready to flag this very important track off and partner with you in providing awareness material if you invite me to do so. In the meantime, I am reliably informed that the micro and small enterprises bill that has taken 10 years to come through, nearly half the time it took us to rewrite our constitution, is now ready for debate in Parliament. I need to reconfirm this, but I think this we'll have to fast track this very important bill CEO has said. I'm certain that the expected law will transform Kenya's financial landscape, open up thousands of new jobs and business opportunities for our youth. Let me take this opportunity to console with the private sector operating in Ukumbi. This morning we woke up to see Ukumbi is on fire. Without Ukumbi and such hard-working initiatives, hard-working Kenyans being engaged in parts like that of Ukumbi, we cannot really be moving this country forward. And I hope that we do recognize that in terms of micro-enterprises, we have a lot of people, such as the ones that are now hurting as a result of the fire in Ukumbi. We need to be able to reach out to them. The law should also promote an enabling business environment, especially enhance access to business development services and open avenues for support of the informal sector, and ultimately promote a strong entrepreneurial culture in our country. As I conclude my remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I urge the entire KEPSA fraternity to come up with new and more effective ways of deploying resources earmarked for corporate social responsibility. Indeed, the future of corporate social responsibility is in the new paradigm of corporate social investment. That is support to the community on a more integrated and sustained basis, and be able to contribute to the war against poverty that afflicts the majority of our people. You can imagine what our friends in Ukumbi are actually going through as they see perhaps what may amount to their expectations going up in flames. We are now living in absolutely challenging times, and I'm calling on the private sector, KEPSA included, and of course, shall I talk of the Chamber of Commerce? I'm encouraged to learn this morning that efforts are underway to try and reorganize the Kenyan Chamber of Commerce, because this has been one very sick baby in our midst, and we want to be able to get everybody on their feet so that we can take full advantage of the goodwill that this country is currently experiencing. Yesterday, talking to friends at this hotel, led by former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, one got the impression that the feeling out there is this is the moment for Kenya. Let us not lose sight of the challenge and the great opportunity that is now before us as a nation. It is very easy to either blow it up or fail to take advantage. Was it not Shakespeare who said that there's a tide in the affairs of men? And this is the high tide in the affairs of this country. Taken at its height, the rest of it, of course, this country will have fortune coming its way. Abandoned, Shakespeare says, we abandon this, then we live the rest of our lives in absolute misery. And the world will never understand. Will never understand why Kenya never took advantage of this tremendous goodwill. But even as we take advantage of the goodwill, we also need to moderate our expectations, the expectations of our people, because we must all work very, very hard, even as we implement the laws. I want to give you my pledge that I will work very closely with KEPSA and the private sector to make sure that we recognize private sector for what it is. Without the private sector and a private sector-led economic development, I want to assure you, my friends, that we cannot make it. And therefore, this is the time. This is the moment. Seize the moment and grow with the great hope and expectations of our people. Thank you very much for inviting me for this breakfast. As I said, I will be there, ready and available to work with you, to engage with you every step of the way. And when I say that, I'm speaking on behalf of the entire government. Thank you very much.